How's it going? This is Dylan with Dylan Talks Tone and DylanCables.com, and we wanted to talk briefly about the difference between a speaker cable and an instrument cable, because there is a difference and there is a major reason why you don't want to interchange the two. A couple of major reasons. I want to show you physically the difference, and you may know this already, but you may not, the difference between an instrument cable and a speaker cable. So if you look right here, the one on the left is an instrument cable. It's a coaxial cable, which means there's two conductors, one being the braid, which is the shield itself on the ground on the outside, and the center conductor in the middle. So the center conductor would go to the tip of a mono cable, and the braid would go to what's known as the sleeve, the outside, the long part of the jack, which would basically serve as your ground. The one on the right is a speaker cable, which has two almost identical conductors. Well, they are basically just different colors. This cable actually has four. I just cut off two of them so that I could show you the two simply. There's actually four conductors in there. You can run a couple of different configurations this way. So what is the main difference? Obviously the one on the left, being an instrument cable, is shielded. The one on the right is not shielded. So what does this do with your actual signal? Well, I'm going to show you. I have a guitar plugged in, I have the volume up, I have the amp on, and all I'm going to do is go ahead and just hit my tuner here so we have signal going through to the guitar. So I have a ton of fluorescent lights on and stuff to try to exaggerate some noise so we can hear a little bit of hum, right? That always happens. And actually, so I put a fluorescent light right here next to the guitar so I could make some more noise so you could hear it. Okay? So that is, right? That's roughly what a guitar sounds like in a bar. Okay, I have unplugged the instrument cable and plugged in a speaker cable. Now let's go ahead and hit the tuner on the guitar and show you what happens. It's so much noise that you can't even use it, okay, because it's not shielded. So that's the number one thing, is the fact that a speaker cable is not shielded, because the power that the amp puts out is most of the time enough to overcome, in this situation, any kind of RF that would get into it. Plus, you're only going like a couple feet from the head to the cabinet, okay? What if we were to use a instrument cable for a speaker cable? That is downright dangerous. You can create heat with it. It will possibly mess up your speaker or burn up your amp. So you don't want to do that at all. So there's a difference between your speaker cable and your instrument cable. You don't want to interchange them. And open them up and look at what they look like on the inside. You know, screw the thing back, pull it back a little bit, see what it looks like if you have a bunch of cables that you've got mixed up for some reason, and label them so you don't accidentally do what we just demonstrated. That's the difference. My name is Dylan. This is Dylan Talks Tone and DylanCables.com. If you have any questions about any of this stuff, shoot me a message or ask me a question, and we'll talk to you soon.